Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Justin, aka Long Hauler. I'm bringing you a free-for-all game on Cracked. I apologize for bringing you two free-for-alls in a row, but for some reason I'm having a lot of fun playing free-for-all right now. And I'll be using the same setup that I used last time, the Silenced Dog with the M1911 sidearm, Hardline Pro, Sleight of Hand Pro, and Ninja. And like always, I'll be using Claymores, and my kill streaks are the Spy Plane, the Blackbird, and the Dogs. I'm not going to be talking too much about this video, or the gameplay itself. I will say that the score is a lot better than the video I posted last time, and for all of you who thought to yourselves that posting a 30-7 free-for-all was kind of noobish, I apologize. The score is better. Still not perfect. I will go ahead and ruin that. It's not a flawless, but it's better than the last one I posted. The last video, and what I really wanted to talk about today, was where I asked you guys to figure out or to guess why I had the gamertag Long Hauler 13. And while some of you had some very creative guesses, no one got it. I did not expect anyone to get it, and I apologize for the background noise. My wife is making dinner, but while I didn't expect anyone to get it or to even come close, the clue that I gave you guys was that it had something to do with my class setup in my Modern Warfare 2 videos. And in order for you to really get it, you would have to take that clue and kind of take it a few steps further, and then probably do a little bit of research. So if you were really good, then you may have been able to get it, but I realized that the clue I gave you was kind of cryptic and left you kind of in the dark. But what the clue was, or what I meant by the clue was, in my Modern Warfare 2 videos, or some of them at least, the class setup or the class names that I had right around summertime this past summer was names that included like Boonin and Armstrong, and I think Schleck was in there, Wiggins, and who those are professional cyclists. And I created them about the time of the Tour de France. I've watched every stage of the Tour de France the past 2 years, I think. That's kind of when I started getting into cycling, and it kind of leads me into why I have the name Long Hauler that I do. I wouldn't consider myself to be an avid cyclist, but I do love it. I do use cycling to kind of get away and get some me time and relieve some stress every now and then. I also have had 6 reconstructive knee surgeries, so cycling is one of the few aerobic activities that I'm allowed to do by doctor's orders. But I do have 2 bikes, and one bike I use for long distance rides and rides where I'm going to kind of go in a circle and not have to drag anything with me, and that's a Cervelo Carbon Soloist. And for those who know bikes, may have heard of Cervelo before. There's actually a Cervelo professional team that's sponsored by Cervelo. It's called, and they rode in the Tour de France the past couple years. And the other bike I have is a bike that I use for commuting. I commute sometimes to and from work. It's about 15 miles either way. And I do have a gym and a locker room and a shower and stuff, so I can just bring a bag with me, and when I get to work, go down to the gym, take a shower, you know, put on dress clothes and whatnot. But that bike is a Surly Long Haul Trucker, and that's one of the most comfortable bikes that I've ever ridden. I don't know why. It has something to do with the frame geometry and the seat that I have on it. It's a spring-loaded leather saddle. It's called a Brooks saddle for anyone who knows a lot about bikes, but yeah, so I use that bike to commute, and for, you know, if I'm bringing beer over to my buddy's house and I want to feel like riding my bike over there, just have a backpack and put some beer in it. But I guess it started when I was on PlayStation, and my original PSN was my first initial and last name. And once I started posting videos to YouTube, I kind of wanted to, I guess, not protect my identity, but I wanted to be a little bit more private about things and not have my last name floating around. So I decided to change it. And while I was trying to figure out what to change it, I was just looking around my room and trying to figure out, or my living room, trying to figure out what would provide me with still a personal identity. You know, what would be a good name for me, but kind of be anonymous at the same time. And I looked up, and there was my bike. I had just gotten back home from work, and my bike was sitting there on the down tube. It said long haul trucker, so I chose long hauler and went ahead and threw a number on there. The number, if you guys, I know you've probably heard me say it 1,000 times, the number 13 is my soccer or football, for all my non-American viewers, football number from growing up all through high school. And then when I got to college, one of the upperclassmen had it for the first 2 years I was there, but then I used it for my last 2 years, and pretty much has just been my lucky number. I know 13 is normally an unlucky number, but it's usually been my lucky number, so I use that as well. So yeah, that's the story. I know that there's no real aha moment, but I don't know, I just felt like playing that little game and seeing if you guys could take my piss poor clue and turn it into an actual answer. But I think one of my favorite responses, and I don't remember exactly who this was, said that they thought that I was a pretty much just a long haul trucker, and I guess that's kind of close, but I was like a hummus delivery man, and I thought that was hilarious. I was on the train on the way up to Connecticut for Thanksgiving to my wife's family's house, and I remember reading that and laughing out loud. So kudos to you for the original response. The next thing I wanted to talk about was I still am trying to get a new intro made. I had someone that was kind of interested, but or had someone that he knew that was kind of interested, but that's kind of fallen off out of the wayside. And I understand that things happen and people get busy, and that's completely okay. But I'm still looking for a new intro, kind of much more professional than this baby's first iMovie intro that I have now. If you're good with you know, 3D text and you know, minimal animation, let me know. And if you'd be interested, you know, of course free is best, but I know that these type things take work, and I would obviously compensate you, or we can talk about what the compensation was beforehand, because I don't want anyone to put in time and effort and not get what they think that they deserve out of it. So whether it be some sort of minimal, you know, payment or shout out, you know, whatever it is, but if you're interested, let me know. We can discuss all that. And the last thing is, I kind of mentioned this at the end of my last video, but I have started a Twitter. It is at longhauler13, and it's actually a 0 and not an O in long. Follow me on Twitter. It's the easiest way for me to communicate with you guys at work. And later on down the road, I'm going to be doing some other things, and you know, I'm going to be, you know, providing some direction and some kind of comments on Twitter. So if you could follow me on Twitter, that'd be great. And final score of this game is 30-3. Promised you it was better than last time. 2 deaths were by Claymore. Dumb deaths on my part, but anyways, I think we're done here.